Good morning, everyone. We are standing the last days before the end of this year, coming up to Rosh Hashanah, Zat Hashem, a new year, and as we bless each other, Ksiva, B'chatima, Tova, Leshana, Toiva, Mesuk, as the Rebbe would say to everybody. We are coming up to this parsha, Zatem Nitzavim, Ayom, and this is always the parsha before Rosh Hashanah. And as the Baal Shem Tov explains, Zatem Nitzavim, Ayom, today, when is today's Rosh Hashanah, then in Rosh Hashanah we all Nitzavim standing firm in front of God, because this is the day that we have to crown God. And God will take the mission again to be our King for another year and give us a beautiful year, a year of prosperity, what God is going to give us, Bezat Hashem. At Rosh Hashanah, we are learning that famous story of Hannah and Eli Cohen. We spoke about it many times, but every year, that it comes Rosh Hashanah, I think again about this beautiful point, and I have to share it. I love sharing it with people because I want to share it with me. When I talk to someone else, I can talk to myself too. It's very hard to talk to myself. And the story goes over there, the Hannah didn't have any kids. And she came Rosh Hashanah. This is what the commentaries teach us. This is why we read it on Rosh Hashanah. She came to the Mishkan, to the dwelling place of God, and she was praying to God for a child. And this is our Rosh Hashanah, first day of Rosh Hashanah of Torah. Very special, very powerful. And as the Gemara says, that from this story we'll learn many, many laws and many, many beautiful ideas about the prayer of Hannah to God. But what is the connection to Rosh Hashanah? So the Rebbe explains us, based on the dialogue that we're learning that story, that when she was standing there and crying to God, we'll learn the story that Eli, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, was watching her movement, watching what she's doing. And finally he tells her, what are you doing? As the word is, Lama tishtakarin. Why are you drinking? Meaning to say, you're talking like a drunkard. And she answers them, Ishat kshato achanochi. I'm a broken person. I'm pleading and begging God, I want to have a child. And what is the dialogue the Rebbe once explained us? Eli Cohen was telling her, today is Rosh Hashanah. Do you know what Rosh Hashanah is? Atem Nitzavim Hayom. Today you're standing in front of God. This is the time, the moment that we're standing in front of God and we're crowning Hashem. We're asking Hashem, be our King. Melocha kol haolam kulo bichvadecha. Be the King of the world, the King of Am Yisrael. And how do we ask Hashem to become a king? We are servants to Him. We nullify ourselves to Him. In these moments, when you are talking to God with all of us together, that Hashem should become our king again, you're asking for these details of having a child? Is that what you got to do now? Come back tomorrow. That's not Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is a time that we're bonding with God, that we want God to become our king. The details is not relevant right now. The details is not what we're talking about right now. What we're talking now is a Melech HaKadosh, the Holy King. This is what we're talking about. Hannah answers him and says, God to be our king. We all want that. Me too. But God being my king, He knows what a king is. That He cares for His people. He knows what a king is. That He cares for His people. He knows what a king is. That 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 He knows what a king And this is why I'm asking him for a child. If I don't talk about myself, if I only nullify myself to God, as you say, a great level, but my physical being is not connected. I believe, she says, in the same time that when we ask God to be king, in the same time we have to go into the details and tell God, Hashem, I need a child. It's not contradicting. A real bond and a real connection of God to us. A real bond of the king to the people, of a father to his child, is not only if it's superficial with just becoming servants to him. It's that we go into the details. If you are king, I have a problem. Take care of me. Well, that's what she says to Eli. This is how I crown the king. I crown him by saying to him, you are my king. I need a child. Then my entire being becomes a part of our king. Because also my little problems, it's also part of him, but he will take care of it. That's a part of the crowning, she says. And as we know the end of the story, Eli tells her, you're right. You're right. There's a much more beautiful perspective. That in crowning the king, we have to ask the king for our needs. Because when we ask for the king for our needs, we really connect them. That's the beautiful message of Hanukkah. And that's the real lesson of what Rosh Hashanah is. Yes, Rosh Hashanah is a great day, great connection. Powerful bond between us and God, that God becomes our king. But the real bond is that even my little details, my little needs, I can share with him, and he takes care of it for me. So on the contrary, not only we don't talk about it, more we talk about it, more important it is. More it is a bond, more it is a connection. It's relevant to us very strongly. We have our tradition that before Rosh Hashanah, we go to the gravesite of the Rebbe. And many go to gravesite of many different tzaddikim. But the tradition of Chabad is to write a request that the Rebbe should daven for you to Hashem. So some say, wow, before Rosh Hashanah the request should only be, God be my king. Chana teaches us, yes, it's true. But in the same moment, write in your paper, Bone, Chaye, Umezoine, Revicha. To have children, to have life and substance. And everything should be in abundance. Let's get ready for Rosh Hashanah. And let's connect to Hashem. Let's crown the king. But at the same time, let's not forget, a part of crowning the king is he will take care of us in everything, physically, spiritually, in abundance. This is the beauty of Hashem being our king. Ksiva v'chasim taiva, and Bezrat Hashem, we should have the real blessing of Hashem even before Rosh Hashanah, Mashiach Tzidkenu now.